What's up everyone, this is Graffiti Tutorials, and today I'm going to show you what caps I use and give you a couple of little tips on how to use them. So I'm not the sort of person that uses loads of different caps. I only use about 4 different caps, and I only ever use 2 of them at once as well. I'll tell you what I mean by that in a minute. So I use 2 different types of fat cap and 2 different types of skinny caps, and to be honest, caps don't bother me really, because if you're a good writer and you've got loads of practice, then it shouldn't really matter what fat or skinny cap you use anyway. You should be able to use them all, and there isn't a magic cap out there that's all of a sudden just going to make graffiti really easy for you. It is just down to practice, so don't expect to watch this video and get some amazing cap and then you're going to be great by the end of it. You need to practice. So the first type of skinny cap I use, because I use Montana Gold a lot, it comes with the Montana Gold cap, and it's a really good skinny cap. So I'll show you what type of lines you can get out of it. You hold it from a distance, it's just really like, you get a lot of overspray off of it, but I don't usually use it from a distance because you're using a skinny cap so that you can get a skinny line. So you can get quite skinny lines with it. So that's the Montana skinny cap. Next up is the pink dot fat cap. So the reason I like this is because it's a fat cap and it's high pressure, but you can also get quite skinny lines with it, and you can, when you're like doing in a background or something and you want to cut round some things but then you want a fat cap to cover a large area, this is perfect for that. So quite windy, so it's causing quite a bit of overspray. So you can see you can get your thick lines, but you can also get loads of control over it. Like this, it goes near enough just as skinny as the skinny cap, so this is probably the best fat cap you can get, and it's all I've ever used really. So that's the pink dot one, that's a good one. The next one is the standard cap that comes with Montana Black, because I use that quite a lot as well. So this is like a fat cap as well. It's not extra fat, but it's big enough for most of the work that I do. And it's the same with the pink dot really. You can control it pretty well as well if you get enough practice in. So you can get fat lines and skinny lines. As you can see, it's a bit thicker than the pink dot, but you can get quite a bit of control out of it as well. So I use fat caps just for covering in large spaces. That's all I use it for really, and then the rest, detailed work, you just use a skinny cap. You just need one of each. So I know there's loads out there and it can get confusing, but you only need a couple. Just keep it simple, because otherwise you're going to be worried about that too much, and then you're going to just confuse yourself about it. So, and then last but not least, this is one that I use a lot as well. It's called the Kak One Cap. Now where I order my paint from, they give them away for free, so I use these quite a lot, and it's just a skinny cap as well, basically just standard skinny cap. So there you have it. They're the 4 caps that I use, and I do use other caps if they're about, but I don't order loads of caps. I usually just, because I always use Montana Black and Montana Gold, you get a cap with them. You get a fat cap with the Montana Black and you get a skinny cap with the Montana Gold. So I save myself a load of money on caps because I just use the ones that come with the cans. But if you're not ordering a lot of paint, then you're going to need to buy some extras, but just try to find the equivalent to that, and it's all just down to practice really. So, and a little tip for you, if you want to get a really small dot, just bounce your finger off the back of the cap instead of on top of it, just off the back of the cap, like that. You can get really skinny dots like that, or you can just bounce your finger against the surface that you're painting on. You get little dots like that as well. Right, and I'm just going to show you some of the dots that you can get with some of them as well. So starting with the Montana Gold, sorry about that, that's my little baby daughter. As you can see, it ain't too solid, it sort of has this weird shape. I don't think all of them are like that though, but you can get really small with that, you see. So that's the Montana Gold. Next one is the Pink Dot Fat. Same sort of shape really. You can get really small with it, but it gets a bit drippy, so. But you can get just as small with the fat cap really, if you've got enough control. And this is the Kak One Cap, the other skinny cap that I use. It's just similar to the Montana Gold one really. And then the last one is the Montana Black Standard Cap, which is like a fat cap. This one is a bit higher pressure than that pink one. As you can see, I can't really get a small dot with it, especially without it dripping. Got quite a small one there, but I'd recommend if you want a bit more control, then get the pink dot one. But you do get a nicer just circle with this when you hold it at a distance. So whatever you're after. Right, so they're the caps that I use. Like I said, I only use 4 different types, and I'll only use 2 of them at a time, like just one type of fat and one type of thin. So that's what you can get out of them, but you just got to practice. So if you like this video, then click like and subscribe for more tutorials and reviews in the future. If you have any questions or anything you would like me to do a video on, then let us know in the comments.